No Limit Texas Hold'em is the Cadillac of poker.
You don't happen to have $8,000 on you?
Oh, no, we don't use money in heaven.
Comes in pretty handy down here, bub.
Oh.
You just won $1 million!
You're making a run at it, aren't you? Rolling up a stake and going to Vegas.
Well, we are on the way to Aria, not to play, not yet anyway, picking up a guy you may not know. No, you definitely should know this guy. Guy by the name of Mr. Speech Play himself, Will Kassouf. I think he's good for poker. I think he's a decent poker player. I mean, he has some pretty decent results. He had no extraordinary deep runs, but he had a pretty nice summer where he had just a ton of cashes. So, going to pick him up, take him to a sushi place here in town at Jajenga, I think it is. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Or I guess you could say Will Kassouf is coming over to my house. I guess you'd say that too. By that I mean we're going to sushi.
Hey, I'm Mori. Hey, Will. Nice to meet you. You been here before?
No, first time.
Oh, okay. What you want, 100? What? Triple figures now? There's only 2 figures on that fucking bill.
Credit card roulette for like a $90 bill.
We did credit card roulette, so you gotta pick a card, but you have to do it like randomly.
Credit card?
It's not. I don't have my credit card. So
It's
don't pick that.
not.
I'll pick one of the
If you
others.
pick that one, let it.
I just need to pick one?
Yeah.
I'm from London, so don't pick that one.
No, you're supposed to like not look and pick one.
Well, I was looking at the colors.
Are you gonna pick your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Orange?
Pick blue.
Tell which one's the player's card because it feels different.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
here,
can't-
put them
you
on
can't-
here.
You can't pick
Put
the
'em on here.
player's
Shake
card.
it up. Shake it up really good.
Go
Yeah, tell him to pick one. Yes.
Who's that?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh, bad thing. Oh,
Sucker.
Yeah, the guy who grinds one too, yeah. Awesome.
These are some of the worst players in the entire world over here.
So, some late night, early morning cash game action here at Aria. Kassouf is on my left, and pretty familiar table. There's one 5-10 reg that I recognize, not from playing with him, just see him around the 5-10 games. I'm on his left, but other than that, table is pretty recreational. Right, wrapping up the session here with Will Kassouf and them. It is, what is it? Do the namey thing of, what time is it? 4:48. Game was still okay, but I was just honestly getting pretty tired, and I have to drive home. Only played, it's 4:48, so we got here around 2, so just under 3 hours on the session. So just a couple hands to go over the session. First interesting hand of note was I have King of Spades, Queen of Clubs in the cutoff. UGG opens to $8. There's 2 calls. I flat, could 3-bet King Queen, but I'm on the button and it plays decently in position as well. And the flop is pretty decent. Its flop is King 10-9 with 2 clubs. Hold the Queen of Clubs. Checks to me, and I go ahead and bet out 25 here. I think I'm likely to have the best hand at the moment. Fairly coordinated board, and definitely want to price out any potential draws that might be out there. The small blind and the original raiser both call. So we're 3 ways to the turn. Turn is relative brick, 4 diamonds, so it doesn't really change anything. Checks, and it checks to me once again, and I go ahead and check back here. I think likely a mistake. If it's a brick turn, I should still be betting to go ahead and get value. And if the river is a 7 of spades, so still convinced I should have the best hand here. A lot of the time, small blind leads out $40. The original raiser folds. I'm not sure of what worse hands would go ahead and call a raise. Even though I'm pretty sure I do have the best hand, I think I just flat, and he says I have a 10, shows Jack 10 for second pair. I turn, and we're obviously good. So possibly by checking back the turn, we gained some extra value on the river that we wouldn't have got otherwise, but I still think bet on the turn is much better. Second hand, we have Ace-9 offsuit in the big blind. There's 4 limps to me, and I go ahead and check here. Definitely a good squeeze spot, I think, as well, holding a pretty decent ace. But and probably the better play as opposed to just checking. You know, usually I only play queens plus, so and then fold those on turn. So I just go ahead and check here. Flop comes pretty favorable for us, though. It's Ace King 9 with 2 diamonds. So being there are 2 diamonds out there, I don't have a diamond limped in pot. I think it's fine to go ahead and just bet straight out at it. I bet out $10. The middle position calls and the small blind calls. So 3 ways to the turn. Turns is 7 of spades, so doesn't change a whole lot really. And I bet $25. The middle position calls fairly quickly, and the small blind calls as well. So we're still 3 ways to the river. The river is a 3 of spades, so doesn't really change anything relative brick, and convinced I should still have the best hand here a lot of the time. I would think some sets should have raised by now, so I think a value bet's in order. And with especially with the middle position player calling so quickly, I'm convinced that he has a pretty decent hand that I can get some value from. And so I bet out $60. He calls rather quickly. The small blind folds. We show, and he mucks. So take that nice pot down. We'll talk to you later. And yeah, I'm going home. You know what I mean. Headed to the Aria to meet up with Kassouf for a late lunch, about 3 o'clock right now, and then going to be able to actually go in the studio, Poker After Dark, and rail the 25K Sit and Go live. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that. For all the different characters and people that have been in the studios of Poker After Dark, I doubt they've ever had a homeless guy. As a fan of the game, this is something that's pretty cool. It's something that I'm definitely very excited about. So yeah, let's go meet Kassouf for lunch and then go on Poker After Dark. Will, I guess, is getting stuff ready semi-last minute, so actually just ended up getting a slice to go for him, meeting him by his room, and then going on the set.
What did you have? Which one?
I got the same piece, actually. Yeah, that was pretty good.
I'm in the 5 seat. Got position with Jean Robert, he's in the 4 seat, and Mike Malasau in the 2 seat.
Very nice. Where's Berkey at?
I haven't seen the other 3.
Has it? Okay.
Only 3 here so far.
Yeah, it'll be a first on Poker After Dark. Yeah. How long are the levels?
15 minutes.
Okay, so fairly quick. You're gonna do the what do they say about the 9 deuce thing? People are, is like something that's gonna happen?
I've got to speak to all the players about it.
Okay.
Once they're all there, we discuss it.
Gotcha.
Mori's like free throw, dude. Nobody's gonna agree. Everybody just going in for fight.
He flopped a pair and a flush and a straight draw, and you flop a pair and a flush draw.
Black card, not any black card with
pairs, Mikey.
What's that?
I'm not seeing any pairs.
What?
So far.
He could make a pair though.
Well, he could make a pair.
Like he could make a flush.
That's true.
Any more bricks about?
Yeah, there's probably a few in the deck.
Okay, I want to see a black card just to make it safe.
Yeah, black cards. All black cards are good. You're right.
Matt Berkey needs a 4, 5, or queen. That's not a spade.
And brick.
Straight.
So sick.
And there's the 4.
Fucking that is so,
So sick, isn't it? Hits the offsuit 4. Offsuit 4. That's how
That
he
is
runs.
ridiculously
That's so good. Do you know what I mean?
sick.
Offsuit bingo 4. So sick.
That is fucking
What
terrible.
did you think was going to
What can I
happen?
do? That's
I
brutal.
can't believe I
There you go. What can I do? Nice playing, man. Yeah. Brutal. Brutal way to go. Oh, wow. What a sick brutal. I'll be back. I'll be outside. Sick. That's a sick river.
Oh man, that was sick. That was
Board
sick.
pairs, I think I'm home and
Right.
dry.
Oh yeah, board pair. Yeah.
I mean, okay, it's got any queen, any 5, any 4.
Right. Yeah. No,
See that
it's
blob and hit.
Trying.
And the offsuit as well. There's 3
Yeah.
spades. I got the ace of spades.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that was so sick.
Didn't deserve to go out like that. I'd rather go out on a flip, you know.
Right. Yeah. Like a pair against a pair.
So that's
yeah.
a black card. Don't see any red cards.
I
They can make a straight. You can
Come
hit a pair.
on.
You can't even hit like the queen of spades, 5 of spades.
Right.
4 of
Yeah.
spades.
Yeah. There's so many cards that are already done.
So sick.
Yeah.
Brutal way to bust. How golden is he?
Yeah.
Snap sets me in with the game. I snap call it.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it more for the people that are watching back home. You know, it's like 4 in the morning now.
Yeah.
They're staying up late on a Tuesday night. People got work. They're watching it
Right,
because
yeah.
it's like the biggest buy-in tournament for a UK player overseas to
Yeah.
go and play in a sit and go. It's gutted for them, you know. They'd stayed up and obviously, you know, I wanted to go deep, at least get the heads up, you know.
Yeah. I mean.
Got it. But I don't think I did much wrong.
Yeah. No. Not.
Fault.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah. You
regret
made.
any of the plays. I don't regret anything I did.
Yeah. You made some pretty good folds.
If I thought about it more, maybe I could have folded the king-queen hand.
Oh yeah, that was so sick.
It's so sick. It has to come perfect,
Yeah.
10, then jack.
Yeah.
Offsuit jack as well.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it with the offsuit cards, man? Offsuit jack.
Yeah,
It's the
offsuit jack,
coolest
offsuit
name.
four,
And
yeah.
then the offsuit four. The red jack and the red 4.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Sick.
Yeah.
Man, I thought I held
yeah,
my own.
it's-
Even
yeah,
with that
yes.
lineup, some top quality players there. But
Right. Yeah. Sure.
I held my own against them. I don't play super high rollers and
Yeah,
stuff.
right,
It wasn't,
yeah.
didn't phase me. If anything, I was getting under their skin and putting them on tip on the start.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
JRB.
JRB. He's like,
he
yeah.
lost
He's
his
like,
shit.
fine. Yeah. He's like.
5 minutes, he was done.